Hello creative mind, welcome to another sewing project. If you're new here, you're welcome to Style by Marvel Greg, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you for supporting this channel. And on today's project, I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful boss cheek skirt. I call it a boss cheek skirt because it has a beautiful slit in front, and this slit is not like your regular slit that this is something totally different. So this tutorial is one of those dress I make that I just like, okay, let's go with the flow. You'll be amazed how beautiful most of your creative ideas can come out if you just do it. Like, just do that creative style and you will see how beautiful the outcome is. Without further ado, let's get right into the cutting and also the sewing of this beautiful skirt that you see here. If you want to learn how to make this, then watch this video to the end, as I'll also be showing you how you can close up your skirt neatly and how you can also fix your band neatly. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell if you're yet to do so. Let's get right into it, guys. So I made this skirt with an African print. I think I had about 2 yards or even less than 2 yards to make this beautiful skirt. And that's because I actually didn't include a lining to it, so you can go ahead and include a lining to yours. So the length of my skirt is about 32 inches. So 32 inches plus 2 inches waistband, that's about 34 inches. Then I left about 2 inches at the hemline to close up. So I'm going to begin on my measurement from 1.5 inches, and the first measurement I'm taking is my hip measurement. Then I went about to impute my knee measurement as well. So if you observe, I'm cutting the front and the back skirt together. So for the back, I left about 2 inches for my zipper allowance. So the next step now is to go ahead and impute the waist measurement I'm working with. I'll mark that. I'm also going to be including a dart to this skirt, so I'll go ahead and mark out my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. So I will impute that. That is the point I'm going to be including my darts. So the dart length is 5 inches. Then I'm going by half an inch and half an inch on both sides. Then I'll connect it down to the 5 inches, just like I'm doing here on this video. So I'm going to replace that 1 inch allowance I took there. Then I'm going to impute my 2 inches for stitching allowance. So at my hip line, I imputed my round hip divided by 4. Then I included my 2 inches allowance as well. So I'm going to be connecting the waist and the hip like so. So at my knee line, what I did there is measure the knee I was working with. So you can as well just minus about 5 inches or 6 inches from your total round hip measurements, then divide what you have by 4 to insert on that point. That's in case you didn't measure the knee of the person you're working with. So what I did at the hemline, what I have at my knee is exactly what I just imputed at the hemline of my skirt, because this is not a fitted skirt, so the down is not so fitted, the down is straight. So I'm just going to go ahead and align it properly so as it aligns. Then that's basically all. I'm just going to go ahead and cut out. So for the zipper area, I'm just going to go ahead and just give it a little bit of curve so that it does not give me any board at my zip point. So I'm going to do that at my hip line. I went out by 1/2 inch and I connected it from that point with a slanted line to the top part, and I also did that all the way to the down part as well. And I'll go ahead and cut it out. So like I said earlier, this is just one of those just do it tutorials where I'm trying to just create something which is out of the regular. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark out my dart legs, and I'll also notch my zipper points as well. So the next step now is to go ahead and create the slits. So I'm just quickly going to be showing you on a plain paper how you can come about this. So first off, I'm going to start the slits from a little above my knee line. So I'll mark my nipple to nipple measurements. Is going to serve as a guide to where the slit should be, and I'll mark it all the way down. Then I went up again by 2 inches. That's because I wanted it a little bit higher. I wanted the slit to start a little bit higher, just as you saw in the beginning of the video. So I'm just going to show you on a plain sheet of paper. So imagine this is our skirt in folded, and this point is our nipple to nipple point that I've just marked on the skirts like so. So I highlight it with a marker so you can see. So I'll open my skirt up like so, and I'll fold that nipple to nipple points. Then I'm going to go ahead and just give it a curve V shape. Okay, so at this point just go with the flow. Like you can do a zigzag kind of form, but let the zigzag not be too sharp. So this is how I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out, following the design that I cut out there. So by the time you open it, you can see that it's not really lapping at the down part. I'll go ahead and make some adjustments at the down parts like so. This is totally to your preference of how you want the outcome to be. So you can see how it came out. So now I'm going to do exactly what I did on that paper on our skirts. So I'll go ahead and open it up like I did here to the nipple to nipple point that I drew. Then I'll just use my free hand to just give it a curve. So the curve is more like trying to do a zigzag kind of design, but not giving it those sharp edges. I just hope you understand what I'm just trying to say. So just go ahead and give it a design. By the time I finished doing mine, I went ahead to make some adjustments on it because I wasn't really feeling the curviness. So at this point, when I opened it out, I felt the design was not really coming out the way I wanted. So I went again the second time to just curve my hand a little bit and give it that curve, just like I'm doing here. So voila, I think at this point I was okay with how it was looking. So what I'm going to be doing, I'll cut an interfacing for this part. So if you are using a lining for this, you can just go ahead and turn over with your lining and cut out this part and stitch your lining from the down parts all the way to the top. So but for me, I'm just going to be covering this with an interfacing. So I'll just cut through the interfacing like I'm doing, and as I was doing it, I was covering my hand a bit again to just give it that outcome. So like I said, just go with the flow. Like you'll be amazed how beautiful your designs can come out if you just give it a try and not just do the regular. So after trimming this off, I'm just going to go ahead and stitch all the way around, and I will also be including a hemming gum to this part to just put my interfacing in place so that when I'm ironing it's going to sit properly. So just go ahead and do that. So at this point, if you're using a lining, also go ahead and just do same as well. So guys, this is what it looks like by the time I was done. So the next step now is to just go ahead and give it a very good notch. so I'm just going to go ahead and notch all sides that I've stitched, like I'm doing here in this video. So just go ahead and do that. So I'll keep doing this. Then after notching all sides, I'll just go ahead and turn it over and ensure that the cuff part is coming out properly. So I'll go ahead and turn it over like I'm doing here. At this point, when I was turning it over, I was like, God, this should come out very well. Like, it should come out the way I'm envisioning it, and I guess it did. So I'll just go ahead and push it out more, just like I'm doing. And the next step is to go ahead and give it a very good press. So give it a good press, and when you're ironing this, iron it like slowly, don't be in a rush, just press it neatly. Yeah, so guys, I'll just go ahead and give it a good press, and I'll come back and show you the outcome. Voila, this is what it looks like. At this point, I was excited. Like, I was excited it came out really well. So just go ahead and iron yours. So the next step now is to remember we notched our dart leg. So what I'm just going to do is to insert it on the other end of my skirt. I'll just mark the notched part. I'll measure the 5-inch and I'll draw a straight line, and I'll go ahead and stitch the 2 darts in place. So after stitching the darts in place, is what it looks like. Yes, so the next step now is to go ahead and work on our back piece. So for the back piece, I'll also first off work on my darts. I'll check my notch and I'll just measure the 5 inches down. After measuring it down, I'll use a pin to pin it, so that when I turn it to the other side, I'll see where I pinned, and I'll also mark it as well. Then I'm also going to measure where I want my zipper to begin with. So my zipper should stop, I'm using a short zipper, so about 8 inches. I'll mark it there, and I'll go ahead and close up the slit area, that is the back area. So this is what it looks like by the time I was done. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a good press. I'll do same for the front piece as well. So the next step now is to go ahead and insert the measurements you are working with. So measure the waist you are working with. So at this point, your measurement should be divided by 2 and not 4 anymore. So I'll measure what I'm working with, then the excess I'll share it into 2 sides. So for instance, if I have excess of 3 inches, I'll share it 1.5 inches on one side and 1.5 inches on the other side as well. So after marking my exact measurements of probably maybe 10 inches or 20 inches, what I have excess, I'll mark it, I'll divide it evenly on the 2 sides of my skirts. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Then I'll just go ahead and connect all my lines with a straight line. So when I'm going to my machine to close up the skirt, I'll be following this line that I'm imputing now to close up the sides of my skirt. I'll also do the same for the back piece as well. I'll measure the round waist, that is a round waist divided by 2. I will impute it, then I will measure the excess I have. So that excess, I'll share it between the 2 sides of the waist of the skirt. So for instance, at this point, what I have here is 18 inches. So I have an excess of about 3 inches. So I marked 1.5 inches there, and I marked 1.5 inches at the other side. I'll do same for the hip as well. I will divide my hip by 2. I'll mark it, and the excess I have, I'll share it evenly on the 2 sides of my skirt, and I'll connect all these lines with a straight line. And now join the front piece and the back piece of the skirt together. and I'll go and close up the sides of the skirts. Creatives, I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain at this point. So after joining the skirt part, I'll go ahead and measure the round waist of what I have, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the band for the waist. So for this round waist, I had about 38 inches. So if I'm cutting the band, I'll cut the band 38 by, I think I cut by 5 inches. So I also inserted a stay on it. You can see it. So now on how to fix it, so I'm going to be placing right side on the wrong side of the skirt, just like I'm doing here, and I'll stitch this all the way to the other end of the waist of the skirt. So I'll be stitching this side first, and this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and cut out any excess I might have. So now I'm going to go ahead and place it on the right side of the skirt, like I'm doing here, all the way to the other side. So this is how it looks. So just neatly top stitch on it, neatly all the way to the other side. So guys, this is what it looks like by the time I was done. I also went ahead to cut off any excess I might have. You can see how neat it's looking. So the next step now is to go ahead and fold the hemline of our skirt, and I'll go ahead and insert my zipper, and voila, that is the end of this just do it tutorial. I hope you learned something, and I hope you'll be trying it. Let me know in the comment section if I should post more just do it tutorials like this. Thank you for watching. Bye.